We're scrapping a bit today. There's only one way to get into the Chicago National. Larry Holder with The Athletic. I don't know if we've talked about Star Rubies yet. What sick 90s cards do you guys have on hand? I have plenty of love for collecting all cardboard, but there may be no better era than one in particular. That is the 90s. eBay, founded in 1995, an incredible place to collect your cards, find what you're looking for. That's where part of my journey started. I'm gonna bring it back to the 90s with us hunting through here, talking some shop, and hopefully we end it with a big bang, pick up a grail for ourselves. So we're gonna get into this one. The National is underway. It is day 2 at the National, and I'm honored to have a very special guest next to me, my now friend, Larry Holder with The Athletic. We are going to be talking shop about everything collectibles within the 90s, especially related to eBay, getting started in 95. It's good to have you here, and can you give the people at home a little bit about you?
Typical story, I collected when I was young, so late 80s, early 90s, junk wax era, and you know, you drift away and then you come back. But I think just doing that, it's like when you're a kid, you either want to be a professional athlete, and I was like, well, I'm not going to be that, so let's do the next best thing and let's cover the sports. I just started covering this industry actually in January after 19 years of either covering as a beat writer or a columnist the New Orleans Saints or the NFL as a whole. So I'm used to covering the players that are on the cards, interviewing these guys. And so cards in general, I mean, that is such a kind of a lifeblood to being a sports fan and guiding and your interests and players you follow. And I think it's just fascinating, just even now, when you're saying, all right, who is still the most collectible person on the planet? It's someone from that era, and it's Michael Jordan. Those late 90s cards, I mean, how many people are clamoring over those cards? And you get one of those cards in a 9 or a 10, and people are like, oh my gosh, they're so highly sought after.
That's where collecting comes from, I think, is that nostalgia, but the connection to your favorite players and favorite teams.
Another card I would look at it, I'm an LSU alum, and it's Shaquille O'Neal. Like, I like LSU because of Shaquille O'Neal, not because of football. I like LSU because of Shaquille O'Neal, and I know he's not a huge name in the hobby. He's a name, but he's not like these monster names. But that to me is a guy that I collect today just because I love Shaq. I mean, I had an Orlando Magic starter jacket, of course, to pull over. Again, I'm from New Orleans. Why would I have an Orlando Magic starter jacket? Because I love Shaq.
So I'd ask you, I have my opinion on it. Do you think that the 90s were the best era of cards up to this point, and why?
Probably late 90s, because you get, like we all had, like I said, I had probably 10 of those 89 Ken Griffey Jr. cards, and you had all these rookie cards, and you thought, oh my gosh, I'm gonna be a millionaire, zillionaire, right. And then they're not. They're, you know, and another play I forgot to bring up back into the 90s was Kobe Bryant. I mean, you look now, I mean, Kobe Bryant and Michael Jordan, two of the most collectible guys on the planet.
In my opinion, I'm on that bandwagon of the 90s being the best, but I agree, you noting that it was the late 90s.
Right.
In the early 90s, I think you're still dealing with what we refer to as the junk wax era. And I think that played a major role in why things developed so quickly after that, because the companies in the space saw a need to make things a little more scarce and desirable. How do you think that affected things, the junk wax era and the overprinting of cards?
Well, it's good that they corrected that. If it was going to keep going in that direction, we would not be doing this, and we would not be talking about it. You add the fact that they calmed down on the print runs, and that eBay and marketplaces came to life. It's why we have what we have today. It really is.
I wasn't there in 95 to talk on it, but I have very fond memories of eBay, especially with my dad. I sat down and started my collection purely through sitting down at home on eBay. And I always enjoyed, you know, adding to my collection, not having a business in the space, being able to go on there, find the cards I'm looking for, do some research, and, you know, see what the market looks like. It's kind of connected the entire world in being in the hobby together. So I'm a big eBay fan for sure.
And when you bring up the market, what it looks like, I mean, that's how we know you're comping cards. I mean, this is the massive driver for that, to even comp a card, eBay and sales. And so like it's such a pivotal thing that happened. Again, right time that it happened, because if it would have happened maybe even a couple of years earlier in that junk wax era, it may not have been as profitable because there's so many cards, prices would have gone down. So it really kind of hand in hand kind of came out when it needed to come out into the marketplace.
Looking at those sets in the 90s and that era of collectibles, there's so many good ones to choose from in terms of maybe favorites or iconic sets that have become iconic. They maybe weren't at the time. They're so sought after, and we're seeing record-breaking sales that have scaled over the course of time. Do you have favorites within that? A favorite subset, a favorite insert set, something that came directly from the 90s that is breaking records now, seeing crazy numbers in sales now?
I always like the Beam Team from Stadium Club. Again, Shaq's rookie.
Funny you said that.
It's a Beam Team card, so I feel like that's part of what I really got into with that. And I just know what some of the precious metals and some of those skybox sets. Me jumping back into covering it, I had no idea how valuable those cards are. It could be Joe Sunday on one of those cards, and it's a monster card.
Like PMGs,
right?
Metal gems.
Right.
Have a guy that someone just needs for their subset, and they're so aesthetic and now desirable and sought after that it doesn't even matter for a collector to complete their set. Everybody's valuable all of a sudden.
Right, and I had no clue, and I wasn't aware of those in like the mid 90s. I really was not collecting, like I said. It's like I basically took like a 5-year break from like 92 to 98, 99, but I wish I was collecting now, because I mean those cards are so highly sought after and so valuable, and people really, when you see them, they're like, oh my gosh, they get like super excited, fired up to see those cards.
It's definitely some of my favorites. I happen to pick up some already and going to be looking for more out on the show.
Figured that.
But I want to thank you for your time. Thank you for what you're doing for the hobby, giving it some more eyes and more coverage. I'm going to kind of take what we've talked about and thought about and bring it back onto the show floor. I think it's changed my mindset a bit. I'm going to head out there and be hunting. Go Grails for sure. My Yankees, hopefully my guys who played in the 90s or 90s cards. I think I'm going to be looking for some, maybe of the Dream Team and some of those iconic sets. And we're in Chicago, so Jordan will be on the list for sure.
All right, find me a Shaq Beam Team. Come on.
I'm going to keep an eye out for Larry here, because I think we might have to hook him up after sitting down with us and talking shop. But I really appreciate the opportunity to sit with you, get to know you, and get to know more about an era that I experienced some of, but I'm learning more about as we're here. But there it is, chasing the 90s at the National. Thank you guys for tuning in with this one, and we're going to take it onto the show floor with what we learned and have ourselves a time at the National. Let's head out onto the show floor. I'm going to try to talk to some of my friends out there, maybe some new dealers, about the 90s era of collecting, some of their favorites. Let's go see what we can find. Found some good ones over here. What's up, boss? How are you? Doing all right?
Yeah.
Good. Man, you got the goods. Can I check that out? Can I show it to the people? Honestly, quite a few of them. Pick out some of your favorite 90s. Because I know you always got some crazy stuff every time I've come to see you. Yeah, these are the sets we're talking to the people about. Do you have a favorite 90s set? How much is that? I mean, you got a few of the best right here.
Like I said, DMGs are always good.
So he's got Shaq on a red PMG. It's a monster card. Barry Sanders on a red PMG. Tim Duncan on the Grand Finale SPX. And then the Jambalaya Jordan. That is beautiful.
I love the Jambalaya.
Jambalaya is one of my favorites too. Monster. There's a couple $100,000 in cards. Shaq Star Rubies. I don't know if we've talked about Star Rubies yet. Star Rubies is up there. It's one of my favorite numbered sets in the 90s. This is numbered to 50. 24 karat gold, and then just an absolute monster. Essential Credentials Kobe, BGS 9. Wow. It's numbered to 73. So nice. They don't make them like they used to. They really don't. Can I check out the Iverson Gold Ultra Stars? And then the Natural Born Thrillers.
Yep.
And let's see what else. I'm looking for the best 90s stuff in here to show off to the people. Natural Born Thrillers MJ. Like, I think this is one of the best designs. And we got Allen Iverson on the Ultra Stars Gold. So the Ultra Stars, like that card pops. That had the shine before everything had shine. Before refractors were everywhere and color was plenty, it was cards like this. So Allen Iverson, second year, Ultra Stars Gold. That's super cool. I appreciate it, brother.
Of course, thank you.
Thanks for taking the time. What sick 90s cards do you guys have on hand? Let's do it. Wow, there we go. So it's always going to be MJ, especially when it's basketball in that era. The titanium is beautiful. That thing's crystal clear. One of the first die cuts, and then, well, if I'm wrong, I'm wrong, but pretty sure it's die cut. Titanium Jordan, 1997. We got the Warp Speed Jordan PSA 9, tongue out. The 11s are on. That's what the 90s are about, if you're asking me. And then a finest refractor with coating of MJ. This might be the best one. The 96 Topps Chrome Jordan, PSA 8. These tend to green. The refractors tend to green from oxidation. This one is crispy. A beautiful copy again with the Jordans in the pick. Best cards in the 90s, it's always going to be a lot of the same players, but I love the shine. It catches my eye every time. What's up, boss? How you doing? I'm Kyle. Good to meet you. I think we're scrapping a bit today. Oh, you got the rundown. Just don't swim.
I'm a lover.
Okay.
It's his natural reaction.
He seems like you're a big teddy bear vibe, you know, like under that ferocious exterior is just a big sweet man. So I appreciate the opportunity.
So all done.
Time! From the Soul of Golly Stevens Convention Center in Rosemont, Illinois, we are live on eBay Live. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, a sports card enthusiast weighing in at 212,000 Instagram followers. Fighting out of New York City, New York, Kyle, king of the cards. Fighting at the red corner, a UFC champion fighting from Cleveland, Ohio. Introducing the reigning, defending, eBay Live pack champion of the world, former UFC heavyweight champion of the world, Stipe Miocic. Hey, we're good. You know what? You guys, you need your weaponry. This fight is scheduled to be 1 round, 12 cards, Topps Chrome, UFC Breakers Delight. After the 12 cards, we will go to the judges' scorecard for decision. Fighter ready? Battler ready? Let's get it going. Tom Aspinall refract.
Marcus McGee.
Oh, Justin Gaethje to 50. Cowboy auto.
God.
Alaskarov the 50 auto. Jeff Molina.
Over.
To 25, Paulo Costa. Rodriguez. And Islam on the back.
He's asleep already.
All right, let's see it. Wow, 1 of 2, Daniel Cormier from the blue corner. And after that, we will go to the judges' scorecards for decision. Coming in at 1 win and now no losses, Kyle, king of the cards, Kravitz. Appreciate you guys. Now we're gonna get this street roll. Thank you.
Can we give them to the kids?
Get everything away.
Easy, 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 easy. You gotta find Stipe in here somewhere. Or they gotta make me a fighting card.
So, wait. Kyle, did you just will something to happen out of thin air? What did you just say, Kyle?
I said we gotta find Stipe.
Does anyone think we need to find Stipe? I think Stipe needs to find Stipe!
Hey!
Woo! That's gotta be the happiest photo of you on a bike.
I was gonna say, he looks like he's having a great time.
You look fantastic there. Good job. Yeah, that's probably not good.
How's it going? Good, we're showing off a collection we just picked up.
Me?
You recognize that guy?
Which one? Michael Jordan, of course. Oh, they're all Jordan.
They're all Jordan. Some big time cards. So we picked up some of those most sought after cards of all time we were talking about from the 90s.
Oh my gosh, this reminds me of Space Jam.
It kind of looks like that.
And this one for
I'll show that one first. The Netrageous, one of the most famous inserts in a PSA 9. It's a stunning card. It's incredibly tough to come across. The finest refractor from 95 with the coating. These are incredibly difficult centering wise and condition wise. Low pop on this. One of my favorites that I bought from the entire collection. There was more, but I want to show you the best stuff from the 90s. My personal favorite, Soul of the Game. Aesthetically, maybe the best card there is out of any of these. 98 Skybox Premium. I just can't get enough of the design of this one. In a PSA 10, it is super, super low pop. So I haven't owned one of these before. Had to scoop it up within the group when I got the chance to. The Stadium Club Luminescent in a 9.5. Due to the die cut, it's an incredibly tough grade. It's a beautiful card, but nothing compared to the Grail that we finished with. We talked about it with Larry sitting down, talking about the 90s, the most significant sets and his favorite. And by sheer coincidence, this is what I had picked up. The Beam Team Stadium Club Jordan in a PSA 10, but not just that, it is the members only. There are only 6 of these in a PSA 10. This is a crazy significant Jordan. Collectors look for things like this and may never come across them even at a show like this. I'm ecstatic to have gotten the chance to buy them. Shout out to Kevin, who I bought the collection from. Not our Kevin, a different Kevin. It's an amazing collection of Jordans. There's a couple more, but I wanted to focus on what was from the 90s because it is by far the best part of any buy. So these are coming home from Chicago if they make it there. They might be out for sale. There's no doubt that the 90s are the best and that eBay starting in 95 was a big part of it all. So shout out to eBay for having us. This has been an incredible experience. I can't wait to find more of these at the National. Big Kev, appreciate you, dog. See you soon.